Okay, I am going to explain math to you. So this is 13.1. I printed this off of um, the computer. So this is 13.1. We're going to start with
add and subtract measurements.
so in this chapter, our I can statement says I can solve problems by adding or subtracting length measurements. So you will need a ruler for today's math. Okay. So
First question is, what is the total distance
around the blue rectangle in centimeters. Okay. So we know about a rectangle is that the top and the bottom are the same length, and the left and right side are the same length. And so all we have to do is measure one side in either the top or the bottom, and then we will be able to add all of them together. So watch. It says that we need to be measuring in centimeters. Okay. So make sure that you're using your centimeter side of your ruler. And last week on our Zoom, we talked about how the end of our ruler should match up with the end of our shape. So we're going from this end to this end. And we are going to say that this is 13 centimeters. So if we know that the top of a rectangle and the bottom of the rectangle are the same size, we know that the top is 13, we should know that the bottom is 13. Now I'm going to measure this side. Again, starting at the top and measuring down. Okay. And if you look, we're at about 7 centimeters. Okay. So we know that if this side is 7 centimeters, then this side must also be 7 centimeters. Now, if we want to know the total distance around the rectangle, it's asking which we want to subtract. What do you think? We're most likely going to add. Okay. So in these circles, we're going to put a plus sign here. We'll take the top and bottom first, 13, and always put centimeters. This helps to make our answer precise. Plus 13 centimeters. And now the size. 7 centimeters plus 7 centimeters. And we know our answer will be in centimeters. So now off to the side, let's do our work. We have the top and the bottom, and the side and the side. So we can start here. 3 plus 3 is 6. 1 plus 1 is 2. 7 plus 7 is 14. Now we add these together. And why are we adding these two together? This is the length of the top and bottom. This is the length of the two sides. So now we need to take those two and add them because we're looking for the total distance. So 6 plus 4 is 10. Leave the 0. Bring up the 1. 1 plus 2 is 3. Plus 1 is 4. So the total distance around this blue rectangle is 40 centimeters. Let's look at this a little bit deeper here. Here we have a textbook, right? Again, this is another rectangle. Okay. The top across is 6 inches, and the length from top to bottom is 9 inches, right? So it's 9 inches long, okay? Top to bottom, long is like how tall you are. And it's 6 inches wide. That's how big it is across, right? So we know that in a rectangle, the top in the bottom are the same. And we know that the left and the right are the same. Okay. So again, they want to know what is the distance around the front cover. So we're going to add the lengths of all four sides. So we have two sides that are 6 inches, 1, 2. Two sides that are 9 inches, 1, 2. So if we take 9 plus 9, we get 18. 6 plus 6 is 12. So here what they're showing you is the numbers in blue are the tens place. The numbers in red are the ones place. Okay, so they took the 1 in 18, which is really a 10. They said 10 plus 10. And then they took the 1, 8 plus 2. So we know that 10 plus 10 makes 20. 8 plus 2 makes 10. So 10 plus 20 equals 30. So that means that the distance around this blue book is 30 inches. Now, this box is doing the exact same thing, except we are going to subtract. And let's look at why. The question is, how much longer is a teacher's arm than the student's arm or the child's arm? Okay. And he says, think, will I add or subtract? I have how long the teacher's arm is. I have how long the student arm is. And I want to know how much longer is the teacher's arm. That's going to be a subtraction problem. Okay. We are going to compare them. So we take the teacher's arm length of 66 centimeters minus the child's arm length of 47 centimeters. And we get 19 centimeters. So the teacher's arm is 19 centimeters longer than the child's arm. Okay, now we know that a square is the same, each side is the same length, right? So for example, this packet of Post-it notes is a perfect square. All the sides are going to be the same. Okay, so this says, explain how to find the distance around a square park that is 2 miles long on each side. So we know that if a square has 4 perfect sides, they're all the same. We know that this is going to be 2 miles. Down here will be 2 miles. Here will be 2 miles. And here will be 2 miles. So what I want you to do right now is pause the video and see if you can figure out the distance around the lake. So pause it now. Show your work down here at the bottom. And when you're finished, press play again, and we'll see if you're correct. So you should have taken 2 plus 2 plus 2 plus 2. And you say 2 plus 2 is 4, plus 2 more is 6, plus 2 more is 8, which means the distance around the lake is 8 miles. So really, today's math is all about measuring the distance around each object. Okay. So let's take a look at this first one. We're going to be focusing about a baseball card. Okay. And our question is, what is the distance around the baseball card? Now, they've done this one for you, so I'm just going to kind of explain it to you. Okay, this is a rectangle, right? So we know that the top and the bottom are the same, which means I can put this 7 centimeters here. Remember, this is your math packet, so it's fine that you're writing things on your math packet to help you. You can always also use scratch paper, just like we do in class. And we also know that the left and right sides are going to have the same length. So we have the top and bottom at 7 centimeters and the right and left side at 10 centimeters. So here we have the left and the right and the top and the bottom. So here we can take this and say 10 plus 10 is 20. And we can say 7 plus 7 is 14. You can also write it right over here or on your scratch paper. Remember, Miss Babican really likes to see your work. And then we'll take 20 plus 14 and we'll get 34. Now this answer is precise because they put the unit that we're using to measure. They said that this is in centimeters. And so that's really important that you're also making your answers precise by adding in that centimeter. Now we'll go over number 2 together, and then I will stop the video so that you can try on your own. I've printed number 2 kind of on a different sheet because it got cut off on the other one. So we have this puzzle here, horse puzzle, and we want to know what is the distance around the puzzle. Okay, so we have the top here at 15 and the side at 12. So we have 2 different measurements here, which tells us that this puzzle is in the shape of a rectangle. Okay, so again, top and bottom of a rectangle are the same. And the left and right sides are the same. So now, right here on this line, we're going to write our addition sentence. 15 plus 15, don't forget to add your units, plus 12 inches, plus 12 inches, equals something. So down here, I'm going to do my work. 15 plus 15. Now, I'm not done yet. This tells me the top and the bottom lengths added together. This tells me the left and right. So now I need to take all of these and I need to add them together. So I take my top and bottom sum and the sum of the left and right sides. So this is the total distance around the puzzle. Oh, they already have it. All right, now you're going to do the same thing through the rest of your packet, including the homework pages. Okay, and on Friday, we will come together on Zoom to go over this if you have any questions. Okay. Good luck and have fun. We'll talk soon.